that creative.
We're professionals.
Consummate.
Hello, and everybody. Welcome back to The End Is...
Sigh.
Yes.
That's a real sigh for that.
Okay, all right.
Nate had this fear that he had some
I had some
big
stage
opener.
fright, yeah.
He did.
Thinking how to woo the audience here.
You didn't gobble them.
No, I did. No, I did not.
Yeah.
I'm Nate.
And I'm Todd.
Yes, and on this pod, what do we do, Todd?
On The End Is Sigh, we review and talk about and generally wax poetic about underrated movies, our definition of underrated, because this movie is a Disney, so it's hard to say it's underrated, but we will get to why this one technically qualifies. And then we pair those underrated movies with some themes.
Yep.
So, like, if we were going to do...
Oh, he's looking around the room.
I always try to look around here for inspiration.
Looking around the room for something.
The thing is, if I pick something in this room, it's very good for you. So if we were going to do... I almost gave you one too rare. I was going to do like Pride and Prejudice. I'm like, you have fucking no idea what's going on. Oh, man. If we were going to do...
Guys, he is looking at
I am Jack and Daxter. If they made a movie for Jack and Daxter, what would the themes be?
All right. Let's see. Jack and Daxter.
And while he's thinking, so to explain, we will pair those movies with a couple themes or so. For example, if we were doing Jack and Daxter.
Yes. Let's go with, I don't know if sages, like wizards.
Oh, okay.
And,
again, very obscure, but yes.
Hey, that's a big part. That's a big part in the games.
I'm worried about my research, not the fucking part in the actual product.
All right. Here's very, niche precursor orbs.
Oh, fuck. That's not we would never do something that's only limited to that world. So we can't do research on that. That would be part of the review. But you get the idea.
Yes.
But this week, Nate, what is our underrated movie?
Our underrated movie is Treasure Planet.
Yeah, Disney's Treasure Planet. There's been a couple of Treasure Planets in the past, apparently.
Okay. Yeah.
Very obscure ones, but...
Right
and then what are the themes that we have paired with that?
The themes are treasure.
Treasure hunting.
Yeah. And animation.
Yes.
Because this is our first animated movie on here.
It is.
I feel like it's hard to find an underrated animated movie a lot of the times. Like, there's good ones, but it's just...
But then it's like bad.
Yeah.
We just don't dive into them enough. A lot of animated have become underrated now.
I'm sure there's people yelling at us right now.
Oh, 100%.
What about this one and that one?
And guys, in theme number 2, we'll get into it. We'll talk about animation for those keyboard warriors. Which we're a little bit of that. But yeah, before we get into the themes, Nate, how did you make meaning out of the meantime?
Guys, I made so much meaning out of the meantime by not leaving my couch, really. With my bum arm, I tore some ligaments, so I just haven't had a chance to do anything.
The bum arm has made you a bum.
Yeah, 100%. It sucks.
What's my excuse?
I don't know. Well, we did grab some beers. We did that. We got out of the house there.
How dare you take my meaning? We're going to share meaning this time. All right, so we did go for beers.
Yeah. So 2 different places. Went to Purpose and Obstacle Brewery.
Yep.
And pumpkin beer was our first stop.
The Thanksgiving dinner beer, yeah.
The Thanksgiving workout, I think is what
it
was
that's
called.
Right,
yeah.
It was the workout.
And very good, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not huge on pumpkin stuff, but, like, it wasn't, like, over the head. Like, here's all your pumpkin.
Yeah, it wasn't overwhelming by any means.
Yeah. So, and then Obstacle. I got a blueberry. I don't know. Todd ordered it for me, pretty much.
I did not order. So I said Nate would get this because it sounds ridiculous. Like a milkshake thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's a cream. That. Yeah. Cream, like, beer.
Yeah. It
was good, though. Yours?
I don't remember it. Honestly, I'm like, what did I have?
It wasn't an IPA.
No.
So.
Yeah, it was fine, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, clearly, not the most exciting of meaning of meantime.
No.
But, it was good for us.
Yeah, it's nice to have kind of quiet weeks. It did snow pretty good. This is my first snow being back in the state of seeing it. And it depressed me when I opened up those windows. I went, dear God.
It came down pretty good, too.
Yeah.
So, I like it. I was excited.
Shocking.
Plus, I didn't have to shovel.
You got away from it because of bum arm.
Yep.
You should be out there pushing with your left.
And then possibly slipping and fucking up my arm.
Yeah, that's a risk you take as a homeowner. I didn't have to shovel at all. They do all that there. So,
perfect.
Yeah. That's the benefits. There's not many of living in an apartment, but that is one.
Yeah.
They don't take care of the goddamn leaf infestation that I have in front of my door. I've had somebody typed in their address that's very similar to mine.
Yeah.
And so I've had 2 drivers in a row, 2 days in a row, come up to my door and be like, "Are you like Ariel?" And I'm like, "No." And this is the second time this has happened. But I only say that because I see them standing on piles of leaves in front of my front door. And I'm like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I've had to go out there and... Was
it like a DoorDash or
no,
just
it's like FedEx
delivery? Okay.
And the like.
That's bad. Like for a delivery driver, like to miss on that opportunity of not getting to the right address, like that just sucks.
Yeah, well, they were also having to then jump between different apartments. I could hear them going upstairs, knocking, going around and trying to figure out what this very similar address is.
Yeah.
So they have the complex, just not the door.
Right on.
But that's why all of our packages are always late, because people type shit in wrong and then they just let it go. Usually those online systems will say, that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I don't know how this got around it.
Well, especially with an established, like, address, such as that.
Yeah.
Where it's not like it's a new development,
no.
So it's not hard to find. It's been there.
They should know that it doesn't exist on that apartment complex map.
Exactly. What's the address again?
That's why I specifically didn't say it. I have a lot of people, I'm sure, that hate me, and I do not need them to know.
Get that hate mail in physical form.
Oh, that's the worst one. To shit in a paper bag on my doorstep.
Delivery driver. It smells terrible. What is this?
This is the address. It says to light it on fire. You know what? Go above and beyond for the customer.
Right.
Well, that's our meaning.
Yep.
Enjoy. This is what we do on the pod.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
A couple of guys in a basement talking about bullshit.
Yes. You got any news for us this week?
Oh, you know what? How did I almost forget that was the...
I don't think I had much news.
No?
My news will be dated by the time this comes out, because what happened today, USA beat Iran. So therefore, they're progressing on to the 16 out of the group stages, which is a huge ordeal. Like, trying to get a group stage is always a challenge in World Cup.
Right.
And they play again Saturday. So by then, they could even be eliminated by the time this comes out.
But right now, you're hyped.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm not rooting for USA. It's all about Germany. And they
but
have
if
put
Germany
themselves...
doesn't win, don't you want USA to do it?
I don't know. It depends on what teams are in it.
Wow.
I know. I'm against USA.
Some sort of patriot you are.
Oh, yeah. Far from it.
Far from it. You're going to get the hate mail. That's right.
Yeah. I'm
going to send out your address right now. Get on Instagram. Send it out.
All right. Send it out.
I honestly could not tell you your own address right now. I'm a visual person. I remember turns and things that look...
Turn right at the gas station with the weird homeless guy outside. Got it.
He's always there.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know.
Holding up the sign. The end is 9.
We just walk up and cross out and put the S in there in front of every time. Like,
free advertising.
This is guerrilla marketing. This is very unethical. We're so sorry. We're just assholes. I would never do that to a human being, Nate.
You would at least give him a meal and then change the N to an S.
I would definitely have to pay for that service. Yes, 100%. An ongoing stipend. Like, what's your Venmo? Sometimes there's like QR codes and stuff that they'll have you sign, that you'll have you scan. So it's like, that's a legit. Wow. Does that make it more or less
like how suspicious? Yeah, do you get at that point of? Oof.
That's a moral quandary.
That's the debate right there. Everyone, tell us.
Yeah, well, yeah, tell us.
If a person is out asking for money and has a QR code,
or like a Venmo that you can send it to, yeah.
Do you question it even more?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
That's tough. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in actual news, then, this is kind of, it's not really news. Top Gun Maverick debuts in streaming on December 22nd. Happens to be my birthday. So they knew what they were doing. Thank you, Tom Cruise.
Started at noon 22 for you.
Dude. So today, got done with a work project, put a little pizza in the oven, and I was like, I have a moment to sit and reflect. And I stopped, I leaned against the sink, and I looked up at the clock, and it was 12:22, and I said, "Oh, you fuck!" Like, this is the first time.
So much for reflecting.
Yeah. Then I just got angry. Anyway, on February 24th, 2023, a movie is going to come out called Cocaine Bear. Have you seen this?
No.
Elizabeth Banks is directing it. It's definitely a definite image of a bear outlined in white in cocaine.
Okay.
But it's based on a real story. So the plot goes
Like, before you read the plot,
Oh.
I'm going into this like, it's sad because like I'm hopeful that the title is literal in the sense of like, okay, like that's sad to think about it, but I'm like, oh, I kind of want to hear
poor
the
bear.
cocaine bear,
but it says in a Kentucky forest, an American black bear goes on a murderous rampage after unintentionally ingesting cocaine. It was inspired by a true story of an American black bear that ingested a duffel bag full of cocaine in 1985. And it will be one of Ray Liotta's last films that he was in. But also stars Kerry Russell, Alden Ehrenreich, that guy, Matthew Rice, which is the husband of Kerry Russell, also is on The Americans, and a few other people. But yeah, it's big cast, and I'm excited. Just the name alone, like you said, it's just, and the fact that it's literal and it's a true story, that's fucking insane.
Yeah. Well, nice. I can't wait to see that. I know I haven't watched it, but the new trailer for Super Mario 2 came out.
Super Mario 2?
Or Super Mario. Mario, whatever. I don't.
Interesting. They've already done the sequel, huh? That's
Yes.
Chris Pratt did that well. I've not seen the new trailer.
Okay. I tried to scroll through it, but I've seen like things of like still images of things already that have been appeared in the second trailer. I'm like, wow, they're already putting a lot into it, I feel.
Okay. I'll have to check. Well, this is bad news for people to hear on the pod, I guess, because I can't respond to it.
Or are you going to watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll let you know. They show Mario Kart is in there. It's like one of the images was, him in the Mario Kart. So I'm like, okay, they're going there. Wow. And then one of the other things was, of course, Donkey Kong. We all knew was in there, but they show him.
Voiced by Seth Rogen, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. That's actually good casting. Mm-hmm. Again, I think Chris Pratt is just a person that gets sent into the Mario world, not as Mario. That's my guess.
Or is that what you're hoping?
It's the only thing that makes sense.
So that's what you're hoping.
Well, yeah, but from the trailer, it's the only thing that makes sense for why he doesn't understand he's in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Okay.
And it's a very quick line, but the way he's like, where am I? It's like, why would Mario say that if that's where he's from?
Maybe he's boozing it up. Because Princess Peach turned him down.
Maybe. You know what? Dude, it is very weak news.
It is. There's not a lot of news at all.
Like my screen cap is, which was kind of interesting because it's kind of about pirate, is Morgan Freeman says why he wears two earrings all the time. And he says the truth is, and you can read this in your own Morgan Freeman voice. I
know, everyone's imagining right now. Try to get the best and closest.
I'm not going to try and do that. He says the truth is these are worth just enough for someone to buy me a coffin if I die in a strange place. That's why sailors used to wear them, and that's why I do. And it apparently was backed up by, like, I looked in it.
Bold.
They would wear jewelry just because if they died out at sea or got lost at sea and washed up on shore, it would like buy them into the heaven or whatever. Like, this is maybe the price to get in if you were a bad person. Like, I don't have any time to repent or do anything.
I mean, religion aside, that's badass though.
Yeah.
I'd do it. Mine would be more of a, here's some flint and steel.
What are you wearing on body. You that would get you into a pirate heaven? Nothing.
On me right now?
Yes.
These amazing shoes I got on. Right? Nice slippers.
Yeah, they are old man slippers. You're going to get an old man pirate heaven, which, Mike, sounds pretty relaxing, honestly. Washed up assholes, literally. You know what? Fuck it. There's another thing about James McAvoy saying they really squandered the X-Men plotline of him and
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, being friends back in the day, and they just skipped on past that, and they kept making them enemies. It's like, why didn't you establish this more? We could have had a whole theme here.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't, and which I totally agree, because the first one, they set it up really well.
Right.
But
yeah, it's sad. Yeah, you could have seen the downfall of
It would have been way more impactful, if you had, like, movie 3, all of a sudden they do the split, and you're like, oh, no, we've seen them be so awesome together for so long.
Well, it's kind of like you got Hot Tub Time Machine, where it's always like, oh, when's he going to lose his arm? When is he going to lose his arm?
Oh,
You're kind of wondering, when are they going to finally not be friends? What's going to be the point break of, like, they're done?
Point Break. Have you ever seen Point Break?
Yes.
The OG?
No.
The new one? I never saw the new one. And that's the news for the week.
Yeah, guys, there's not a lot at all.
Again,
and that's fine. Week. That's why we didn't make a lot of meaning out of the meantime. We weren't out there first-hand reporters, getting the scoop.
Which means, though, we get to jump right into what you've been waiting for, and that's the themes.
Yes, it is.
And we're going to start with treasure hunting.
All right, treasure hunting first.
I have a wiki.
Oh,
So,
all right.
they say treasure hunter, like they wouldn't let just have it be treasure hunting. But anyway, treasure hunter is the physical search for treasure. Shocking. For example, treasure hunters try to find sunken shipwrecks and retrieve artifacts with market value. This industry is generally fueled by the market for antiquities. The practice of treasure hunting can be controversial, as locations such as sunken wrecks or cultural sites may be protected by national or international law. And I could see that, especially like when you think about the movies and stuff where they're, Tomb Raiding and Uncharted and stuff. They are wrecking all sorts of old school areas. They're breaking entire buildings trying to get through and escape from booby traps. But you're also losing all this historical value.
Yep.
You're assholes. But that's the fake world. But in the real world, that's still the same problem.
Yeah.
If you're going there and plundering shipwrecks and you're ruining the things that were sitting there, and it's like ruining a crime scene. You don't fuck around with that. You wear gloves.
Yeah. Could you ever be a treasure hunter?
Yeah. Why not? Everybody can be a fucking treasure hunter.
Everybody. Okay.
Is that not the answer you wanted?
He's going real, hey, you guys can go out there and do it yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
There's articles for that. I saw some, skipped right on by, which I also skipped right on by in Live Live Science when that popped up early.
Yep, that popped up for me as well.
Did you use it?
Huh? No, I did not.
I passed it too. We're learning. Are we finally learning?
I was so tempted. I was like, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Same. I was like, should I use Live Live Science?
Because it was like, what, top 10,
Yes.
Yeah, most.
And there's other articles around it that say nearly the same thing. Fuck them.
Yes. I went ahead and actually looked up, because, treasure hunters, you always think the sea mainly.
Yes.
So I went more inland.
Inland, okay.
Yes. So this is from NPR.org.
Love NPR. Okay.
So this is Rocky Mountains. The guy had a chest full of gold and gems.
Classic.
So the box was hidden by millionaire art dealer Forrest Fenn. His only clues included a map and a poem.
Dude, he did the poem? That's totally video game logic.
Honestly, that's awesome. For a millionaire, just be like, you know what? I'm going to go hide my own fucking treasure. I don't need this money. I'm going to just go hide it for someone else to find.
You could donate it and help
I'm sure he probably donated too.
You're just assuming Forrest Flynn.
Assuming.
Is that his name?
Forrest Fenn.
Forrest Fenn.
Yeah, he looks like a good chap.
You just like his name.
You do, you do, because it's the alliteration, the FF.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't go wrong.
You want Todd to like you, just get an illiterate name.
Fleeting Foxes, is that a band too?
Should be.
I think it is. Fleet Foxes, maybe.
All right.
Guys, I don't know that many FFs. Fantastic Four, guys, I'm on it. Hold on.
So the search for Fenn's hidden treasure became a sensation, luring tens of thousands of people to try to decipher the clues and embark on what they hoped would be a life-altering hike in the wilderness. But for years after the first clues appeared in Fenn's self-published book, The Thrill of the Chase, no one could find the right spot. For some, it became a dangerous obsession in the process of looking for the trove that was said to be worth as much as $2 million. At least 4 people have died. That would suck, because then you're just like, that's on your conscience.
Well, yeah.
You obviously, you put it out there, but at the same time, go at your own risk.
How old was this? When did this happen?
This article was posted June 8th, 2020.
No, but when did Forrest Fenn exist? Is he a current dude?
I'll get to that here in a sec.
Oh, I'm just trying to find out how long ago did he know that it would be widely reported. Back in the day, you probably don't care if people die going for your treasure. That's just the name of the game. Today, you would have a conscience about it.
So he said the box was 10 by 10 inches and weighs about 40 pounds when loaded.
Easy peasy.
Yep. Fenn has only revealed that it is hidden in the Rocky Mountains, somewhere between Santa Fe and the Canadian border.
Jesus.
At the elevation above 5,000 feet. Okay. It's not in a mine, graveyard, or near a structure. After reports that searchers had died while looking for treasure, Fenn tried to dissuade people from taking perilous risks, saying in a statement emailed to NPR, "The treasure is not hidden in a dangerous place. I hid it when I was about 80 years old."
If he knows people are dying, his dissuasion was just less what he could be like, this is where it is.
Yeah.
He could stop dissuading and just tell people this is where it is and stop the game. He had a conscience about it, but not quite enough.
Yeah.
He felt bad, but but still, the game is still worth it.
Yeah. 3 years ago, the treasure hider said he believes at least 250,000 people have looked for the stash, but noting the accidents that have occurred, he added the search is supposed to be fun.
Except for those 4 people.
Yeah. And but at the beginning of the article, it is stated that the treasure has been found.
Oh.
That's the thing. So that's why I didn't want to. Wow. So it's more recent that the treasure has been found.
I don't care when it was found. I just didn't know when this guy existed.
So he is turning 90 in August.
Right. So it's not. This isn't the old school like pirate days. He's a legit new person that just hid shit.
Yeah. So you think 10 years ago, 2009, 2010 is when he hid the treasure.
So he knew better at that point.
So it was definitely newer in that sense.
Very new.
But, I mean, what do you think? Do you think the people should have probably been more cautious how they looked?
How do we know they weren't?
Yeah.
You're 5,000 feet up in the Rockies in a wide swath of area. Like, that's a very big Santa Fe to the Canadian. That's a lot of room to check.
Yeah.
You could, and there's a number of dangers, animal, weather, everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's on them. Obviously, if you're going to go up 5,000 feet and be searching in just random fucking areas, that's already dangerous being on normal paths sometimes.
Yeah. It said that it was under a canopy of stars in the lush, forested vegetation of the Rocky Mountains and have not moved from the spot where I hid it more than 10 years ago. I do not know the person who found it, but the poem in my book led him to the precise spot. So the person that found it...
Canopy of stars?
Yeah.
You know, the sky?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to narrow it down.
So apparently the person didn't want to come forward of what they found.
Why?
I don't know.
I guess it's part of his thing. Like, fucking tell people.
I feel like, you should have told people, but what if it's just a random guy that stumbled upon it? Like, he didn't even wanted to look for it. He was just like...
Finn didn't hide it very well.
But just imagine this guy like, oh, I'm going to hide my weed stash here. And then he just stumbles upon a fucking chest of gold and gems.
He went to get it back when it got legalized. He's like, all right, well, what does this do? This has been here the whole time. I stacked it right on top.
Yeah.
Okay. I have some modern ones. There is, which I actually put here, Nate, you could be a treasure hunter. So yeah.
Wow.
You could also find these things.
Well, with that enthusiasm behind it, I'm all in.
It's more of a... Nate, you could also be a treasure hunter. According to the Travel Channel, you can find jade in Big Sur, California. It says you don't have to be a diver to be a jade hunter. You can find many small jade pebbles at low tide between the boulders and in piles of gravel along the shore. You can search under large rocks and overhangs. Typical tools for serious jade hunters include scuba gear, a flashlight, and a sack to hold your finds. Is that legal, you think? Can you just find jade and just leave with it?
I guess it depends on where it's at.
I feel like that would be all California property.
I don't know. It really depends. I feel because I know like state parks will have a thing like, oh, don't take any of the...
Yes.
But I don't know.
Can't even take rocks out.
I guess the ocean or whatever that entitles to.
But if it's on the beach, that's where it has to be on the beach. I guess if there's...
But is it a national park or is it a private, like, owned part of the beach?
I think Big Sur is kind of national parkish.
I don't know.
You can find dinosaur fossils in Double Hill, South Dakota. But the real issue is having to go to South Dakota. So that's why nobody's finding those that often. That's right. Knock on you, South Dakota, you bitches. Please listen to our podcast if you're from South Dakota. But then that was only a couple. There was like, you can find diamonds in like Arkansas and stuff. There's all random places you can find things. But I went back to the real shits. And this is according to thecollector.com or collector.com. I think I call it The Collector. The tomb of Genghis Khan, which Genghis Khan wished to be buried in an unmarked grave in the Birkin Khaldun Mountains in Mongolia. He wants no mausoleum, no temple, no tombstone. So it's legit
people just grave digging hoping to find him.
Yes. Well, it says that based on legends, every soldier involved in the burial were also killed in order to keep the location secret. But fuck that guy. Who cares about Genghis Khan? I hope he just never found. That guy was a piece of shit anyway.
I hope they find him and just raid the shit out of all of his winnings.
I think it's just his body. I don't think there's even anything with him. Yeah. The treasure is just finding Genghis Khan.
Someone found him and just already like crushed his bones so no one could ever find him.
That's true. How did you know you didn't just... Or animals found it.
Right.
Then there's... Did you have more there?
Just imagine like a wolf or something like that walking away with like a femur.
Oh, yeah. That's the Khan fever. Then there's the Lost Dutchman Mine. It's an alleged gold mine located in the Superstition Mountains. They're actually called the Superstition Mountains, near Phoenix, Arizona. It was found by a powerful Mexican family in the early 1800s. For years, they extracted as much gold as they could while keeping it secret until their final expedition. I cannot read today. Until their final expedition ended with the death of nearly the entire family, killed by the Apache in the region. The area and the treasure itself are nowadays considered to be cursed, since many who have tried to find the treasure in the past have never come back.
I mean, I always find it weird, like, people, like, holding on to the treasure at the end of it all. Like, oh, I'm going to die, but I'm going to keep it all for myself. Like, I don't want anyone to find it.
That's the greedy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's usually the classic treasure hunters, is my money above all else.
Exactly.
We call them billionaires now. Then there's the amber room.
You call them that. I
we
call
all-
them assholes.
Well, that's... Yes, I was trying to use... There's context there. Guys, you have to read between the very clear lines. There is the Amber Room, a room designed by the best Baroque Prussian architects and sculptors, decorated with amber and gold. It's reminiscent of one of the world's biggest narcissist rooms, Trump. So once again, guys. And this was the pride and joy of the Romanov house. It mysteriously disappeared during World War II and has never been found since. And I think it is real. It says, like, from all the literature and stuff about it, it was actually a room, and people have tried to recreate it digitally, and they are trying to, like, recreate it right now in a different form, but it looks beautiful, and it is just this elaborately decorated room of amber and gold and stuff, but it's just been lost. I don't know how you lose an entire room.
Yeah.
How do you lose? The room was located somewhere.
I guess you'd have to ask, like, Darkseid how he forgot what planet he invaded.
Oh, this is a Batman v Superman or Justice League.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it's Justice
Dawn
League.
of the... Or whatever the fuck, yeah.
Snyder release.
Yes, it's the whole... Guys, this is a Snyder callback. This is a messy one. But the Amber Room has later been called the 8th wonder of the world for its stunning beauty. And again, like I said about the Blue Lagoon, they're just adding wonders so that you can fit into there. This podcast is the 26th wonder of the world.
All right, put it in.
Put it in. Where do we put it? Is there a national registry for wonders of the world?
Yeah, it's just on Wikipedia.
I could update it anytime. Of course, then there's the Ark of the Covenant, which is undoubtedly remains one of the most mystical objects mentioned in the Bible. AKA, it's not real, end of story. Sorry, guys, doesn't exist. It's not a treasure. You can't find it. It's only in Indiana Jones. Enjoy that one. You've got the Jewels of King John. And this is King John of England, lived until 1216.
What jewels are we talking about?
He loved to collect jewelry and gold plates, and his collection was immeasurable.
Got it. So not his jewels.
No, not the family jewels.
Got it.
He lost his soldiers and carts full of treasure somewhere in Norfolk in an area aptly called the Swamp because it consisted of vast areas of dangerous swamps. I think that's got to be, and so it's never been found according to legend. Mm-hmm. It's got to be the worst place to lose treasure because you can't just dig up a swamp. There's way more steps than just if you're in the desert.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
You can't imagine digging in a fucking bog.
Because, like, A, you got to get through the water. On top of it, you got to siphon through all the crud and stuff like that that's in the water itself.
The fucking diseases and animals that live inside a swamp, no less. You can't see them sneaking up on your ass.
Gators. Oof.
Gators. And then you've got the Dead Sea Copper Scroll. The Dead Sea Scrolls are very famous, but specifically the Copper Scroll is located near the Dead Sea in the town of Kala, Palestine. Archaeologists have revealed 972 texts of parchment and papyrus and 2 unusual scrolls of copper, which are probably 2 parts of the same artifact. And it says about this copper scroll in question, it turns out that this is a detailed list of 64 places where significant amounts of gold and silver are supposedly hidden. So it actually is a scroll that details other treasures, like it is a treasure map itself. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, the locations are written as if the reader would recognize the mentioned places without the need for precise instructions, which is why the mystery remains unsolved to this day. So this one apparently is more so a real one that exists. It is a piece that has not been found that can tell you where the treasures are, but it was written for somebody to be like, hey, Nate, if you go down to the gas station with the dude, but if that doesn't exist anymore, you would never know.
Yeah.
You'd have to be around in that time to find that treasure.
Yeah, it'd suck.
So there is real treasure in the real world just hidden somewhere. It's not all just fantasy.
So those people with the metal detectors, they're not crazy.
They're nuts. I mean, they're a little crazy, but they're not all crazy. But the modern treasure hunter would know about geocaching. Yeah. Have you heard of geocaching?
Yeah, faintly, yes. I don't know exactly what it is, but...
Geocaching, Nate, well, since you don't know, is an outdoor recreational activity in which participants use a GPS receiver or mobile device and other navigational techniques to hide and seek containers called geocaches at specific locations marked by coordinates all over the world. As of 2021, there were over 1 million active players in the United States looking for these. I've seen plenty of videos of people finding geocaches, and they're really well hidden. Sometimes it's like multiple layers of like a puzzle box stuck to a lamppost somewhere or an electrical box.
So almost enough to get you intrigued.
Yeah, almost. I'd have to be in the area and see one. Okay.
That's why I said almost.
Yeah. A typical cache is a small waterproof container containing a logbook and sometimes a pen or pencil. The geocacher signs the log with their established code name and dates in order to prove that they really found the cache. After signing the log, the cache must be placed back exactly where the person found it. Larger containers, such as plastic storage containers or ammo boxes, can also contain items for trading, such as toys or trinkets, usually of more sentimental worth than financial. But the same thing with kind of Forrest Fenn or whatever. Many rescues have had to be made with people trying to find geocaches, and there's been multiple deaths as a result of it.
Yeah.
In 2008, 2 lost hikers actually on mountain, but there's good things. So in 2008, 2 lost
Hawkers?
This has been... I don't know. I don't know if my jaw was long today. I don't know what's going on with my brain. In 2008, 2 lost hikers on Mount Hood, Oregon, United States, after spending the night in a snow cave, stumbled across a geocache and phoned this information out to rescuers, resulting in their timely rescue. So the geocache location being logged helped people find where they were.
Yeah.
In this cave. In October 2016, 4 people discovered a crashed car at the bottom of a ravine in Benton, Washington, while at geocaching. They spotted the driver still trapped inside and alerted the emergency services who...
How long was that driver in the car?
Don't know.
Because that's my question. Like, clearly he had to be in there for a few hours before they found him, because there's no way you think about it, you hear a loud crash.
Right.
They're not going to be suspicious of what's going on. It's just...
No, they didn't hear a crash.
Yeah.
He was just... Or he or she was just upside down.
That poor person.
I assume the car just stuck in there. I imagine them upside down, but I guess I don't need to. It doesn't say that they're upside down.
I guess I imagine them upside down too, and just like a shitty song on the radio replaying. Some Sweet Home Alabama just on repeat.
Oh, that's an inside joke. One of our mutual friends hates the song Sweet Home Alabama. That would be their hell yes. It wouldn't be the car crash or being stuck, potentially dying in the car crash. It's just hearing that song until they die. But this person got rescued. Anyway, that's geocaching. I then... tried to look up some movies because famously Indiana Jones is all about it. We mentioned that earlier. They're kind of the best because they mix real life events with fantasy. Yeah. Or, like real quote unquote literature. Some stuff is very biblical and then they got into like alien stuff. They try to relate it to the real world. My favorite, hands down, Goonies.
Yep.
That's a good one you haven't seen, right? Or have you?
No, I've seen it. I own it.
It's Lost Boys you haven't seen.
Yes.
All right. Yes, Goonies, though, that's what always made me think about treasure and pirates. That's what I first think of is Captain, One-Eyed Willie and the pirate ship with the hoard of like silver coins and rubies and emeralds just laying in piles. That's the best kind of treasure.
Obscure, most crazy amount of treasure.
Yes.
Yep.
And then you've got Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously. Mummy was a big one. Tomb Raider. Yep. But we like the new one. The old ones are pretty fantastical. And then the new one kind of is. And then there's the National Treasure series, which, despite loving Nick Cage, I've never seen a single one of those.
I like them. I think you would enjoy them if you don't go in like high standards or anything like that. You just, all right, need something to watch. Cool. This will take up some time.
Huh? I'll put it on my never probably going to watch list.
All right.
Speaking of never going to watch list, there's a lot of animation things I haven't seen, Nate.
Yes. I can imagine it's a long, long list.
It's a shameful long list.
Yeah.
Which brings us to, obviously, theme 2, animation.
Yes.
Unless you had anything else.
No. Okay. I guess I would have just asked you, what kind of treasure would you want to find? Would you want to be like, the discover of like some pyramid treasure? Would you want to discover the fossils, something out in the ocean? What kind of treasure?
Where it is, I guess.
As long as it's got money value.
No, I don't even care about the money. Although I wouldn't want to just find Genghis Khan and be like, yeah, cool. I guess I found him.
Yeah.
My wiki entry would just be like, some dude traveling from the United States found Genghis Khan's body in 2000 whatever, and that would be the story.
Right on.
I would want the treasure. That way you could just kind of like give it back to the people that originally had it, kind of restore things.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
All right. Yeah. I feel like I'd like to, I guess, find a unique treasure. Maybe just like coins, like doubloons, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Why did I know you were going to say doubloons? Jesus.
And, obviously I wouldn't keep it for myself. I'd probably, a museum or something like that. Mm-hmm. I'd take a chunk of change from them. Just to be comfortable. Finder's fee. A little bit. I'm not going to be like, well, it's worth this much.
Bankrupt the museum.
It'd be more of just like, hey, here's that cheap price, but also I'd want to keep like a coin or two for myself.
Would you want your name on a plaque in front of the building?
No. definitely not.
Definitely not.
No. Okay, you know what? If I
He's
get it,
winking at me every time he says definitely
Nasty
not.
Nate found it.
Nasty Nate.
Just so everyone
And then
had
it's a
to
link to
read
your
that.
OnlyFans. They think it's like some old pirate name, but it's just you and your feet pics. In your old man slivers.
This is how I get my money. Everyone's like, well, we gotta pay. It's more the curiosity factor,
Yeah.
rather than actually like wanting to see.
Hey, you gotta get paid.
Yeah.
I get it. All right. Well, anyway, animation. We're here.
Yes.
I've got a wiki for this one.
All right. Let's
This is
go
double
for it.
wiki episode. Wicca Wild West over here.
Jim West, Desperado. Don't want nothing we don't got. Not no.
You know the lyrics? I've never even seen
I
the
had that
movie.
soundtrack.
Holy shit. Guys, that's the real treasure we just discovered right here. Well, anyway, animation is a method by which still figures are manipulated to appear as moving images. In traditional animation, images are drawn or painted by hand on transparent celluloid sheets to be photographed and exhibited on film. Today, most animations are made with computer-generated imagery, aka CGI.
Yep. How do you feel about that? Like the fact that it's straight away from.
I hate that. I love the old school style.
Oh yeah.
There's some really good modern CGI things, but it almost becomes a matter of like the uncanny valley where you're like, oh, is that a real person? Or
Right.
how close did they get the eyes? Is that person moving similarly to the real version? Like you're comparing it to the real life.
Yeah.
Where animation, the traditional, you're not comparing it to the real world.
Yep.
You know you're in this fake world.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's like when you look at it nowadays, like the AI art.
Yes.
How that's kind of been, everyone's like going towards that. They've been like, oh, what if I just type this in and that's their art piece now?
Right.
It's like, that's just not the same.
It's almost like using practical effects on a movie versus CGI for stuff where it feels real, even though you know it's not real. It feels better because the old school hand drawn, you know, somebody actually sat there at a desk.
Yep.
And wrote that person and
They
drew
put the
the
time
animation
and effort and
raised
their
an
heart.
eyebrow here and moved it. And
The biggest part for me of that is like, oh, they might have fucked up on this part and had to restart it. It's not digital where it's like, just erase it.
right,
Easy enough.
rewind,
Or copy paste, just so they can change the animation a bit
right.
compared to hand drawn where it's each individual piece being drawn and the effort into it.
Yes.
That kind of leads me into my 5 types of animation styles.
Oh fuck, dude! I have the typeset, and there's
a lot.
shit
These are
ton.
just like top
Spoiler
5.
alert. Yeah, go for it.
So traditional animation, which was the cells, the animation cells, all that being hand drawn and then put into a sequence to make a movie out of
Right.
it or show or whatever it was. So you had like The Lion King, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, and then of course like the first like full length film, Snow White, being that hand drawn.
Yes.
Next one is 2D animation. So this is more of like your Simpsons, South Park, Rick and Morty, Family Guy. 2D animation, also known as vector-based animation, is all about creating movement in a two-dimensional space.
Which is interesting because that is animation in general.
Yeah.
But it because they had to make that designation because 3D came out. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And then of course 3D animation being one of the next ones. That's Pixar when it really took off.
Right.
Toy Story being.
And again,
the
those are
ones that-
beautiful movies.
Oh yeah. They are. It's weird like going back to the first Toy Story
Yeah.
and the most current one and how much the animation has grown
Right.
from those movies.
Oh yeah.
Granted, yeah, it has been years apart, but
It's even like looking at the first Shrek movie compared, and you're like, this is not good.
right? Yeah. Which actually DreamWorks just put out a new animation
They did.
short before their movies that just
sure
started
did.
up. Yeah.
They sure did. We are all over each other's nuts on this one, but yeah, go for it. And I haven't watched it though, but I think to then piggyback on that. I think it's cool that they're redoing it. I don't care about the logos. We know that the beginning of movies are so chock full of production, slides, and everything. It's so bombarded. I'd rather have something fun to look at when I'm watching that.
Well, yeah, DreamWorks always, it was the moon and the guy fishing from the moon.
The boy fishing, yeah.
And certain movies, they would kind of change it up for the movie.
I think Jurassic Park had a raptor pull him off the moon at one point.
Like, that was cool. But now they have, like, for their animation department, it's all the animated movies that have kind of made it big from. It was weird. Bad Guys was on there, and that's a recent movie.
Bad Guys?
Yeah.
See, I've never even heard of this.
Yeah, it was a recent movie, but that was, like, one of the first, like, animations that they showed in the DreamWorks. And of course, there was How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek.
I did hear that it can change depending on what movie you put out, though. Okay. So you don't have to use the same full one, but they can manipulate. And that's just fun. Add some fun to those title cards.
Yeah. Next we got is stop motion.
I love stop motion.
That just seems like the amount of effort behind it, because that goes back to the original like drawing and all that,
right?
Where you mess up, you maybe move your figure just a little too much, or it falls over in that photo that you're taking. It's all lost. Yeah,
this is all the Wallace and Gromit stuff.
Yep, Tim Burton big on it with Nightmare Before Christmas and the Sally. I can't remember.
Isn't
the Corpse Bride?
Isn't Isle of Dogs stop motion?
Yes, it was. Yeah, but yeah, the amount of effort and creating those models, those little models, just to like bring the world to life. Incredible work on all of them. The behind the scenes on those, where you see a Jack Skellington. He has the smiley face, and then there's a head right next to him with just a slightly frowny face, and then one next to him with an angry face, and you have to keep swapping off the head, but then the eyebrows make a big difference. And like it'd be cool to have one of those as a prop, like from the actual like movie. Hey, this is yours from the movie. Granted, I would put that in a glass case. I don't want like a plastic reinforced case. Glass is too flimsy for something like that. Right. Next we got is motion graphics. Yes. Which pretty simple as far as that goes. Computer animated and full on CGI and stuff. Yeah. Which is kind of drawn out some of the bigger movies nowadays where you don't get that nice effect of practical fights at the end scene or anything. Right. It's two CGI characters battling it out. Even the main actor is CGI, even though they're a full human person. And they're like, we're just gonna sometimes they even take a mustache out. If it comes to Superman. Right. The famous Henry Cavill mustache gate. Yeah. And but even them just changing that one part of his face took you out of the scenes where you could tell that they did it. That's how overwhelming CGI can be. And that's why, to go back to Top Gun, it was so popular. If you had two CGI jets that easily could have done, you'd have been like, oh, it's CGI. You would have been taken out of the moment. But because you know there's real actors flying real planes in there, it adds to the weight. Even though you might know that they survived it, it adds the weight to actually feeling like you're there. Oh, yeah. But, well, I have a couple. So you had a bunch on there. There's also ones like called brick film, pixelation, machinima. There's cutouts, there's puppet, all sorts of things that have evolved over the years. Two that I thought were really fun. One is called Chuckimation. Okay. And this is a combination of stop frame animation and live action shots where things are simply thrown, aka chucked, or dropped into frame to simulate movement, and then wiggled around to simulate talking. So you're talking about, I think it's not necessarily Robot Chicken or something like that, but it's more rudimentary than that, where you can see people manipulating the objects to have them. It's a very crude form of funny comedy, and All That used to have a little feature in there. Remember that old Nickelodeon show, All That? Yeah. And Kablam? They had a group called Action League Now that would pop in there, and that's Chuckimation. Okay. So it's like fun playfulness. And then there's one called The Magic Lantern, and this is like OG animation. This is before anything was built. So the Magic Lantern, also known by its Latin name Laterna Magica, is an early type of image projector that uses pictures, aka paintings, prints, or photographs on transparent plates, usually made of glass. I said because Nate is moving his finger in a circle. One or more lenses and a light source. The Magic Lantern was not only a direct ancestor of the motion picture projector as a means for visual storytelling, but it could itself be used to project moving images. Okay, so that's what it's called. I always looked at it as like, oh, that's a carousel. Right. Basically, but yeah, Magic Lantern is the original name. It was mostly developed in the 17th century and commonly used for entertainment purposes. Dutch scientist Christian Huygens is considered as one of the possible inventors of the Magic Lantern, but there were multiple points of inspiration from others, and the camera obscura was a big inspiration. He had ideas of that, and they used those two things to create the Magic Lantern and evolve it. It eventually became like the slide projector that you would use for like old family trips, took that over. It was an image that had to be placed upside down because then the mirror would flip it around for you. Huygens seems to regret this invention, though, as he thought it was too frivolous. In a 1662 letter, this is how old it is, to his brother Lodewijk, he claimed he thought it as some old bagatelle, which I think is bad in that, and seemed convinced that it would harm the family's reputation if people found out the lantern came from him. Christian had reluctantly sent a lantern to their father, Constantine,
But when he realized that Constantine intended to show the lantern to the court of King Louis XIV of France at the Louvre, Christian asked his brother to sabotage the lantern.
Wow.
But I guess he didn't get quite it. But that's how much he hated it.
Dang. That's a lot. I mean, I guess back then maybe makes sense, but now I don't. They're just baffling of why they hated it.
I think it's one of those things where families like, you're going to either become a doctor or a comedian. And they think comedian is some low-level form of entertainment and just anybody can do it and it's a cheap trick. Go do the real thing. Don't make a magic lantern where images are projected. Go solve medical crimes. I don't fucking know. I lost the thread on that one.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, that's basically the history of, I mean, it's not very limited, quick Google, Wikipedia history of that. I did have a little bit about the illusion of animation because people really actually don't understand how it still works for the human eye to understand it. So it says, the illusion of animation, as in motion pictures in general, has traditionally been attributed to the persistence of vision and later to the phi phenomenon and or beta movements. But the exact neurological causes are still uncertain. The illusion of motion caused by a rapid succession of images that minimally differ from each other with unnoticeable interruptions is a stroboscopic effect. Yeah, stroboscopic. Wow, Jesus Christ, guys, this is one. Remember, mark this episode in the history of Todd fucking up everything he's reading. By the way, we were thinking about not saying curse words during this episode since it's a Disney movie we're doing and kind of keep it PG. Blown way out of the water.
Oh yeah, I was blown out of the water in the first 5 minutes from you.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so back to the illusion of animation. While animators traditionally used to draw each part of the movements and changes of figures on transparent cells that could be moved over a separate background, computer animation is usually based on programming paths, like you talked about, between keyframes to maneuver digitally created figures throughout a digitally created environment. So we just make those little moments in between move with our brain.
You ever do the Captain Underpants book? Do you ever see those?
No.
It was always in the middle section, they would have two different panels, and it was a flip book page where you'd flip back and forth between him hitting the person and swinging his fist. So his fist would be kind of by his head, and then the fist would contact with the enemy in the next page. So going back and forth, you kind of created that motion for yourself within those panels. Which
is crazy because that's what they're saying here is the illusion of animation is we're not seeing every moment of a hand moving across the screen or going to punch somebody, but our brain is filling in that gap so seamlessly.
Yep.
That's... To think that they don't even know how animation technically still works at a neurological level, just our brains can do it. We're just helping you process this image together.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But, Nate, before I move on to the current state of animation, what do you got anything else there?
I was just going to ask you, your favorite animated movie. If you have one.
I do.
Okay.
I have it at the end of this because it's the current state. See, again, we're on this together, though.
You asked me, though, yeah.
I did. I set you up for this one. My favorite animated movie, and it came to me pretty quick, even though I haven't thought about this movie in a very long time. And this will come back into play for my mess up again, but it's The Rescuers Down Under. It's in Australia.
Okay.
I don't know. Does that do anything? But it's about the two mice, and I love that movie. I probably watched it a shit ton back in the day.
Do you think it would still hold up for you nowadays?
Since I have Disney Plus, I should just watch it.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll watch it tonight, goddammit.
All right.
But I think it would, because I loved the hell out of it. I don't know why anymore I loved it, but I remember it being funny or being fantastical with the giant bird taking these mice on an adventure. It's cool. And I remember seeing The Rescuers, the original, way later, and being like, oh, this is fine. But it's still fun. But I remember them being in the swamp and there being gators and stuff. But it's just seeing the creatures come to life. I love that the Lion King approach where it's animals that talk and do stuff instead of just humans that are animated.
Yep.
What about you?
I would go with there's a few, but How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
That whole series as a whole.
I still have never seen a single one.
I really liked them. It's weird because the first one, it didn't seem for some reason, there's nothing to me that has a lot going for it, but it just, I don't know, everything for me just works in that movie. I don't know why.
I don't know why it seems like a chore to sit down and watch, but I'm sure it's good. I've only heard good things. You've only said good things for years about it. I don't know why I haven't watched it. I have that problem, though, when people mention, and maybe it's more animation focused, but people mention things that they love from that genre, and I'm like, I'm sure it's fine. I just never watch it, but then I always regret it after I watch them. I'm like, oh, that was actually
so good. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No. Oh, God, I just heard Avatar and stopped. But yes, I was never against Avatar: The Last Airbender. I just finally got around to watching it because I had Netflix, and yeah, it's super good. It's one of my favorite animated stuff now, which they're coming again. So, thank you for bringing me back to the current state of animation, Nate. We have, on one hand, we have HBO Max canceling all their animation stuff. We talked about that in a previous episode. An embarrassing amount of things they've just canceled.
Yeah.
And which puts us on the fence for whether Harley Quinn gets to keep making her their great show featuring her. I saw an article where just yesterday they said that Strange World, Disney's newest movie, bombed. Like, straight up bombed.
I attribute a lot of that to the marketing department with that movie, because not a lot of people knew about it. There wasn't a lot of push for it at all.
I remember seeing one trailer.
Yeah. They really didn't, put anything behind it.
Well, okay, so to that point, they said that Lightyear bombed, but that got so much advertising. Lightyear was behind everything.
I feel like they're pushing
the IP,
the limits. Yeah, there's too much. Like, hey, Toy Story was great in the fact that it was these toys.
Yes.
Now we're going to take these toys and put a story behind the toys.
Right. We don't need a Woody story about a real Western.
No, but they did a good job with Toy Story in that sense. Like Woody, he had his own story within the movie, and that's all you needed. You didn't need a story about just Woody and his gang, his Roundup gang. Doing all their stuff. It was in the movie of like, oh, it's based off a TV show. That's why you're a toy. This is who you are. Rather than a whole movie about it. That
also makes it adult kind of versionized, right?
Yeah.
Darker, there's more themes. Toy Story already has some pretty serious themes as you get further into them.
Yes.
So maybe that's just an IP problem. Just back-to-back issues. You went to something nobody wanted to go to, and then you didn't promote the one that probably has some really cool stuff in it. I heard there's some really good themes in Strange New World.
Oh, yeah.
Or just Strange World. So animation had some failures, but then people aren't putting a lot of money behind it. HBO Max is going against it. But you've got things like Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, which is going to use 6 different versions of animation.
Which sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Because their animation that they had for Into the Spider-Verse was its own animation style. It was kind of new. It was different. Like, people haven't done it before. And it worked.
Yeah. Gangbusters. That's very high grossing. So number 2 is going to be probably even way more.
Oh, yeah.
And then, as you mentioned earlier, Avatar: The Last Airbender, they have reboots in plan. They're making sequel reboots and a movie. It's still going full strong, and people have been demanding for this stuff.
Yeah.
So before we finish off this, I looked up the top grossing animated films of all time.
Toy Story 4?
Is that what you think it is?
I feel like that's up there.
These are not adjusted for inflation. It's not even in the top 10. Or no, sorry, it is. It's the top. It's number 6.
Okay, I was
going to say it's not the top, top 4.
Toy Story 4 has got to be up there.
So it goes, this is going to hurt you, because this involves CGI and everything. This is just traditional. The Lion King remake is number 1.
Yeah, of course it is.
I've never even seen it. I refuse. Followed by Frozen 2.
I'm not surprised
which is followed by Frozen 1.
Yeah.
That's the power of the name. The sequel will, if the number 1 was good, just put them back in there, use the name, done. Incredibles 2 is after that. Incredibles 1 isn't even in the top 10 then.
Which is much better.
Yeah, Incredibles 2 is not that great.
No.
Minions follows that up.
Oh my gosh, Minions?
Yes.
Minions is in there. Oh my gosh.
Beat out Toy Story 4.
Oh.
Which, again, right after Toy Story 4, in, 7th place is Toy Story 3.
Yep.
Despicable Me 3, which is not that great either, is number 8, which, once again, is the name built off this base. That's why studios keep going back to the same shit, because it brings people into the seats, even if the movie's not good. Then you've got Finding Dory, the sequel to Finding Nemo.
Yep.
Which is not as good, but still funny, but not as good as Nemo. It was still good,
but yeah, no, definitely not as good.
The only one, which is a real stunner here, is Zootopia, is number 10.
Good. I mean, Zootopia was great.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that movie a lot. But dang.
Yeah.
Fucking Lion King, you ass fucks.
I did read, though, it says if this list wasn't accounted for inflation... Guys, I cannot... Nate today. This is insane. If it accounted for inflation, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs would be number 1.
I bet.
And it would be worth $1.97 billion.
Almost that Avatar way of water money.
It would be... it would beat out all the movies. Almost $2 billion for Snow White?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. But it's
Kudos.
amazing.
Yeah.
At the time, I guess there was nothing else to see, and it was the revolutionary. So you go see everybody's seeing it over and over again.
Full-length animated movie, so everyone's all in.
See, full circle. We tied that one in a bow. But if you just limit it to traditional animation, OG Lion King is the number one, followed by things like Aladdin, The Jungle Book, Oliver and Company, and then a lot of Studio Ghibli films.
Yes.
Which I haven't seen a single one, and I am actually embarrassed that I haven't seen a single one, because I almost went and saw the Phantom Events Studio Ghibli week just to get it, and I did do it.
Yeah, I've done that a few times, because they always do it every year with the Studio Ghibli movies.
Hey guys, ask me how many times I've been invited to see that with them. 0.
This was years ago.
You said they do it every year.
They do.
I think so. So in the top list is Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, Ponyo, and Spirited Away. One of my exes, their favorite movie of all time was Howl's Moving Castle. Mm-hmm. And I just never saw it. And it actually bothers me that I just never saw it, because they saw plenty of things that I liked, and I just never went. We owned it. And for years I just never saw it, and I still haven't seen it. And that actually I was like, that's not cool of me. I should have seen it. And if you're in a relationship, share each other's passions, no matter what. Just share those things. And so that's probably the first one Ghibli I'll see is Howl's Moving Castle.
Okay.
But also, and I said, Nate, One Piece is on there in the top 50. It's like high up. Pokemon movie. Demon Slayer is number 3 all time of traditional animation.
I mean, that's recent Demon Slayer's coming out. I've seen like the first season. It's quality anime. Yeah. But as far as Studio Ghibli goes, Castle in the Sky, that's my favorite.
Oh, okay. A lot of Castle ones. Mm-hmm. Or just 2.
Yeah, I think 2.
Well, that's all I have.
By the way, obviously another tangent here, but dealing with Studio Ghibli, have you watched the short that they came out on Disney Plus with Grogu?
No.
They put a lot of hype behind this, where Studio Ghibli got together with Lucasfilms.
I feel like I remember seeing the animation style for Grogu in old school
and I was like, oh, cool, this will be great. Not good. Not good. It was just...
Maybe that's why I never heard of it.
3 minutes, if that.
Oh, what the point of that?
It was pointless. Of they built all this hype behind it, and it turned out to be really nothing.
What does Grogu even do in that?
He just plays with some dust bunnies.
I had a feeling he was just playing with something, right? Just hanging out.
Yeah, there's not really a story there. It
might have well been one of the Pixar opening little acts, right?
Yeah.
But even then, those are sometimes 15 minutes.
Yeah. Those are good. Yeah, those short films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are very good. Some of those I wished got turned into long ones.
Oh, yeah. Same.
So I do like animation. No, again, I love animation. I just never give it more of a chance. I don't know why. It's not first on my list to go watch.
That's fair.
So speaking of, one that definitely didn't fall on my radar. I remember seeing the trailers. Yeah. And I did not go out and watch it, and a lot of people didn't either. But turns out it's 2002's. There it is.
Treasure Planet.
Yes.
Exactly. Do you need a drink of water before we continue on?
I don't have any fucking water. Okay. Do you?
I'm going to go stir this super quick.
Oh, okay.
Do you want a Dr. Pepper or?
Sure. Okay. Thanks. It looks like a friend of the show, a Stephanie, has texted me during the pod. How dare she? In a pod where I'm already screwing up words literally, and I mean this literally, left and right. She's going to distract me with this text. Have I downloaded the new Warzone yet? No, Steph. I will probably respond to you before you see this or hear this episode come out, but no, I have not downloaded it. And I don't think the other 2 of the 3 amigos have downloaded it either. Actually, let me just respond in live time right here as Nate dipped out to go get some stirring done of a dinner we're about to have. Anywho, Steph, do I respond to you now? I have not. Let me see. Will do since it's free. And send. And now, Steph, I will not be responding to you, and this is why, because I'm on the pod and Nate is coming back. Great. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. Well, I have the directors and the stars, or the voice stars.
Yes.
Shall I go through this?
Yeah, but before I'm going to read the synopsis real quick.
Oh, I have the synopsis after all this, but fine. Give us the synopsis in case people want to watch it.
From the back of the DVD.
Jesus Christ, guys. If you want to watch it on Disney Plus, let me finish my fucking... This is
From the... No.
All right, now it's all you.
From the directors of Disney's Aladdin and the Little Mermaid comes a spectacular new motion picture for the entire family.
When did you buy this?
Buckle up for the thrills and excitement as a classic story of friendship, courage, and self-discovery gets an incredible futuristic twist for an all-new generation. It's truly a wonderful tale combined with stunning animation. So it doesn't tell you anything about the story.
Well, I'll quickly, before I jump into the directors then, I'll say the history is it's adapted from the novel Treasure Island, published in 1883 by Robert Louis Stevenson, or Louis Stevenson, not quite sure. Never read it or seen the original ones. Sorry about that. But it's from what I read, it's very similar in plotting. There is a gem, there's a silver, there's some familiar names. It's about, obviously, pirates in that version going to an island, Treasure Island, and finding a long-lost treasure that was left ahead of time. And this is that story just in modern times, or future times, of pirate ships in space going to Treasure Planet instead of the island and trying to find this. And there's some backstabbing and some blah, blah, blah.
Cool.
Yeah. Directed by John Musker and Ron Clements. Stars the voice of Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Jim Hawkins. By the way, Jim Hawkins. There is Stranger Things. It's Jim.
Yeah. And Hawkins.
He lives in Hawkins.
Yeah.
Is that?
Right. I was wondering about that.
I almost Googled that, and then I forgot to. Then you've got Brian Murray as John Silver. David Hyde Pierce as Dr. Doppler, who is Niles Crane in Frasier. That's who David Hyde Pierce is.
Okay.
Emma Thompson, we all know her, as Captain Amelia. I think that's for Amelia Earhart. I think that's that nod.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. Martin Short as Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Laurie Metcalf as Sarah Hawkins. Tony Jay as the narrator. And an assorted cast of known and unknown names. When you look at the list, you're like, oh, I know that face, that face, that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
There's a few that have passed away. It is an older movie.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's only 2002, that is, I guess, now 20 years old at this point. So, classic story.
Yeah.
Swashbuckling in the spacey skies.
Exactly.
Thoughts, Nate?
Yeah. I still like this movie. I've watched it in the past, and to this day, it's still enjoyable for me.
Did you see it when it came out?
No, I did not see it when it came out.
Probably
saw it, a few years after it came out.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
What about you? This is your first watch.
This is my first time. Yeah, I never saw it. I as I mentioned earlier, I recall the trailers, and I remember being like, it's a blend of CGI and traditional.
Yes.
But it's also very kind of space industrial looking.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the fantastic, I loved the animals coming to life and the tropical worlds and stuff of Disney in the past. And this was, it's kind of a metal spaceship, and even though it was a pirate ship in space, but I don't know, it just felt like it was new Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this probably came out the bad time for me. I was getting to be a senior in high school. I wasn't going out to see Treasure Planet in the theaters, I was trying to see new art film and all that kind of shit. But I wasn't alone in that, because it bombed pretty hard.
It did, yes.
And I think, and a lot of people said it was because people didn't understand that transition from CGI and from traditional, and this was Disney's way of trying to bridge the two of them and use them in the same one. It's very weird. It looks different and foreign to me. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to see it.
Yeah.
But people had said it becomes a cult classic over the years. People watching, that is actually really cool. And the graphics now are well behind their time.
Yes.
And so you're kind of more accepting of them.
Right.
But.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, obviously,
Yeah.
It's underrated for a reason. It bombed, but it's a great story. It's got more depth than you expect.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It does. It's not your typical, parent dies, they avenge their death type deal, or whatever it is, Disney story.
They cry in the rain for a little bit, which, not quite this. There's some different versions of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed some of the emotional beats in this.
Yes.
And the humor is great. There's some really good humor.
Yes, there is. Well, are you ready to move on?
I'm ready for spoilers.
All right.
Spoiler. Alert.
All right.
Plot point 1, Nate.
The book.
Storybook dreamer.
Yes.
The overworked mother. How dare you step on my plot point?
Okay. My bad, guys.
Yeah, you had the book part, right?
Yeah, it starts up with pretty much a story. We don't know it's a book in a story, or a story in a book at this point.
Right.
It's just kind of going off about Nathaniel Flint as the pirate that...
Oh, is that how you remember their name?
Yes.
I just said Captain Flint. I didn't even know their name was Nathaniel.
I only got lucky because, yeah. It starts out with him, how he traversed the galaxy and stole pretty much the biggest bounty ever.
Yeah, like countless bounties.
Mm-hmm.
And he would... apparently like jumped from location to location. People didn't know how he was doing it so quickly, how he was able to go from this planet, steal their stuff, get away, and go to this fabled treasure planet that existed.
Exactly.
Yep.
Come to find out, it's just little Jim reading the story in a book, trying to hide it. He's supposed to be in bed. His mom comes in, and you kind of get a little deposition between them there of like, oh, let me just read the story and finish it. And you find out like how much in love he is with pirates. Yeah. Space pirates, I guess, even.
Space pirates. I was a space pirate for Halloween that one year. Remember
yeah,
that?
You were?
Yeah. By the way, I gave you a look when you were reading that because little Jim might have been falling in love with pirates, but my God, I was falling in love with Sarah Hawkins, dude. She is a goddamn animation snack. Like, TikTok is this trend right now. It's fuck, marry, kill. And it's always like Disney parents or Disney dudes or women. If Sarah Hawkins was on there, good God, give me Sarah Hawkins. I don't care about the rest of this cast. Jessica Rabbit, step aside.
Yeah. Not the captain?
Amelia's fine, but she's like a cat lady. Sarah, goddamn. How dare what happens to Sarah? She gets the wrong end of everything on this one.
Yeah.
But yes, anyway, then it cuts from little Jim to medium Jim.
Yeah.
He's flying around like a goddamn douchebag on Montresor, which is their version of Earth here. But he hits and I was like, okay, this is kind of fun. He's obviously skilled at flying this almost like hoverboard, but
with sails on it.
Yeah. It's really cool. But he hits like a barrier and doesn't seem to give a shit. He's just like, yep, broke that, and just keeps going. Like, you are a douchebag.
Yep.
This is not just an adult Todd talking. Like, you're just an asshole.
Yes.
But yeah, you see kind of him doing that. But before he gets home, you see Sarah running. It's not a bed and breakfast, is it? It's just a restaurant?
I think it's just a restaurant. I think it's just a restaurant.
It feels like it's a bed and breakfast, but I don't think it is.
I think it's just more them living above.
Right.
And like a flat or whatever you want, like apartment kind of style up above. But then, the whole bottom main floor is a kitchen.
Right. Where she basically is run ragged, helping assholes get food all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But you also get introduced at the same time through this to Doppler, Dr. Doppler, who I think he's trying to get with Sarah the whole time. There's even some illusions that he might like her, and she's like...
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. Like, he's like a ladies' man, pretty much.
He is, dude. He's a fucking player.
Yeah.
Not Doppler, more like Dapper. Dr. Dapper over here. Because, dude, Sarah, for whatever, he doesn't get Sarah, but he is there all the time at this restaurant.
Yes.
Way after they've closed, he's still there.
Yep. And it's weird because, then from there, you get Jim, who gets pretty much arrested, taken to the restaurant.
Yep.
And the police officers...
Are they drones?
I don't...
Because they forget the paragraph, like the code listing. I was like, that must be a drone, because then Robot's not going to forget which number it is.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Which is a cool concept. I like the idea of people like being in an office pretending to be these drones in there. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, they look at Dr. Dapper. No.
We gotta call him Dapper.
And they're like, oh, the father figure. And he's like, oh, no, I'm not the father here.
And she says gross.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, fuck you, dude. He is definitely friend-zoned a long time ago.
Yep.
But I don't know how he got to be this great family friend, but he hangs out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, he's been trying to get Sarah's treasure for a long time. And then you've got a crash outside when Jim's kind of like, oh, I'm going to be in trouble. He's never going to be good for anything. Sarah's trying her best.
Yeah. Well, they even go in saying like how Jim he's really good at the stuff. Like he knows everything. He's smart, but he keeps failing out of classes and causing trouble whenever he needs to. Yeah. And the crash happens outside. Him being, he was curious. He goes out there and it's a pirate with some kind of...
A turtle pirate.
Yes. Orb.
Well, you don't know at first. He's got just a treasure chest and he crashes and he's like, the cyborg's going to come and get my treasure. We have to get out of here. And this character's name is actually Billy Bones. And I remember in the credits and stuff saying, and I was like, why does he get such a name? In the original Treasure Island story, Billy Bones helps Jim in the beginning part before he betrays Jim. So he's a classic character. I think it's why they give him such a nod.
So a lot of inspiration from that book.
But this is just a cameo. The dude goes inside, dies right away. So Jim is already a shitty son, but he brings in a guy that dies to his mother's restaurant, which immediately is attacked by a whole pirate gang.
Exactly. And from there, they make a getaway, jump out a window with the treasure chest.
Yep.
With the doctor, his mom, Jim. They get to the doctor's place.
Yeah, so he's got like a...
Really nice place.
It's like an observatory somewhere else. He's very smart. He's got all this shit. But real quick, they burned down this... And that's why I was like, is this a bed and breakfast? Because they don't look for anybody else.
No.
Again, Doppler is there way after the fact because he's trying to get with Sarah. But he's about to leave for the night, and that's when everything happens. But it's like, it's on fire, and they're just gone. So now Sarah's entire business and livelihood is shot to shit.
Yep.
Again, she gets the shit into this all the time.
Yes. And as they're at the place, they find out the orb that's in the treasure box.
Yep.
And for some reason, Jim's able to figure it out. It's like a Rubik's Cube. It's a weird reason why he's able to figure it out. They don't explain it.
Because nobody else can figure it out.
No.
Everybody else is trying and they can't do it.
Yeah, a weird thing of why he's able to. I wish they could have put something in like the storybook of why he was able to figure it out. Then you're like, okay, that makes sense. But the fact that it's not, whatever.
Yeah, I never got that either, where he's just kind of like, because it seems like he accidentally does it, but then he just continues to accidentally do it every single time. I don't know.
And from there, it kind of opens up this whole map of the galaxy or universe, whatever you want to say. And it's a map to the treasure of Flint's treasure.
Well, it's a map to Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
They even say, like, oh my god, holy shit, is this Treasure Planet? And Doppler's even like, dude, we got to go do this.
Oh, yeah. He's wanted the adventure. And this is where Jim's like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to, be able to pay you back and all that.
Right. Make it right.
And, of course, his mom's like, no, this is too dangerous. You can't do this. And Doppler comes in. Yeah, I agree. It's too dangerous to do it alone. So that's why I'm going with you.
Yes. And then we get to plot point 2, off to Treasure Planet.
Yes.
But they start at the spaceport, which is kind of cool. It looks like a moon, like a half crescent moon. And I feel like that's almost like an Interstellar type look.
Right.
Where it's like these buildings are kind of sideways when you look from afar, but you get up there and it's all balanced out gravity-wise, whatever. But this is where all the different ships are. It's like a big functioning society of different aliens and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We get introduced to the RLS Legacy, and that's their pirate ship. And Doppler apparently got a crew together fucking overnight.
Yes. And this is where it's kind of weird, because like they get on the ship, and you have the captain and the co-captain.
Yep, Mr. Arrow and Captain Amelia.
But the crew doesn't belong to the captain or co-captain, which I thought was weird as well. It is weird. He had to hire the crew and them separately.
Yeah. But even then, it's the ship part is kind of weird in general, because Captain Amelia is a badass. She's got her shit together.
Same with the co-captain.
Yes, Mr. Arrow. They're awesome. You're like, okay, you immediately know these guys are awesome. But Doppler mentions the map, and then she's like, no, don't say treasure around this crew. They'll steal it and they'll mutiny, blah, blah, blah. It's like, then get them off the fucking ship.
Yep.
Go hire anybody else or wait a few days.
Or just tell them, hey, like, find a different crew. I'll help you pick out a crew, not this crew.
Yeah, because Captain Mio has to know a whole bunch of people on Spaceport that can fill this in.
This is 100% the orb and this. Plot point, let's move it forward.
Right, yeah, we just need to get them going to that. Which brings me to my biggest issue with him being on the ship is they make Doppler, like, he's just kind of there, but they make Jim do chores immediately. And I'm like, okay, Doppler is financing the entire trip. He's paying Amelia. He's paying the crew. This is his ship, basically, for all intents and purposes. Jim is the only one that knows how to do the map. This is the only reason they're on this ship is to go find a treasure planet. And she's like, Jim, go work for...
Doppler has his mindset on a different treasure here. That's why he's not worried about Jim doing the chores. He's got a couple
treasure chests beaming in his eye right now. They belong to a Catwoman. But why does Jim have to do fucking chores the whole time?
I mean,
it's paid for trip.
The only thing I can think of that besides the whole joke, besides him looking for another treasure, is it's a growing experience. Like, Doppler is trying to also show him, like, hey, you got to do some work around here.
But Doppler's not the one that makes him do it. Doppler's almost like, oh, why are you having to do this too?
Yeah.
I just hated that Jim had to do... Like, I get it for the plot, because you need him to be part of this crew and learn under the cook, who is John Silver.
Yes.
Long John Silver, if you look at the original source material.
Oh, the restaurant.
Yes, Long John Silver's. I've eaten there once in my life. I remember thinking I was going to throw up and die. So, but anyway, Jim is told to go work for a Mr. Silver the cook. This is Scoff, a cyborg. Mm-hmm. And Jim is immediately like, oh, you're a cyborg? You must be the dude that this guy was running from.
Yeah.
I was like, that's... AKA, guys, we know the plot-wise, he's right. Mm-hmm. But that's a little... profile-y, Jimbo, don't you think? To be like, oh, another cyborg out of this world that probably has millions of them?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, you're probably the cyborg.
Right?
It's like, oh, dude.
Another thing with Silver,
yeah,
his animation was 2 different animation styles.
That's right.
So, like, all the characters were hand-drawn, except for his, like, cybernetics were actually computer-generated.
Which is crazy, yeah.
And then himself was hand-drawn. So, like, trying to incorporate those two together, I couldn't imagine as an artist being like, I got to keep this space for the cyborg parts and just make sure it works as well with his movement.
Yeah. It is kind of cool. It's almost poetic when the movie itself was the first to try and blend the two, and then one of the characters inside it is also trying to be the first to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Silver is really nice at first, and he has a little buddy called Morph.
Yes.
And I would love to see a Morph spinoff.
Right?
Morph, what is Morph?
Yeah, he's just Flubber, in a sense.
Basically, a pink Flubber
Yeah,
floating around.
and he just transforms into things, mocks
Morph,
people, and he's just a great add-on to it all.
Great at mimicking things. I love my favorite mimics are when Morph turns into like a little version of everybody, of like Jim is like da 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 da, or like little Captain Amelia, Captain.
Like kudos to the voice actor in that. He did a great job of like with that voice and how it fits.
Yes, for sure.
My question is one of the crewmates on there. How you felt? Because it's like, well, you can definitely tell this is a kids movie with the farty crewmate.
Dude, the farty guy. I was annoyed by farty guy.
I was laughing at the fact of like, you're watching this and I'm sure you're hating every aspect of this movie.
I'm sure I rolled my eyes many times when it was started with the fart jokes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
Because then the farty guy, I think just halfway through the movie, stopped showing up.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, 100%. He
Just
wasn't
not even
there.
used. He's not even part of the mutiny or anything. He's just not there. This fart guy's just gone. He was just there to front load the movie with some child humor and then gone. Yeah. Yes, I wasn't a fan of fart guy. More so Morph. But the logistics of the space fight, let's talk about real quick. So I put a lot of, okay, this is an animated movie. Fine. This world that they live in, but it, again, I'm saying that like intentionally, like, oh, fuck them. It's really fun because it's Disney.
I know what you're going for.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's put into their world where you accept the reality of them going into space on an open top convertible, basically, ship. There's no helmets. They only have to worry about gravity. And they only really reference that once. It's like there's a gravity field that sometimes they use. But they basically, it's like driving a car into space. You can just open the door, get out, walk around, look around. Like there's no oxygen or cold. It's just but that's the magic of it, right? But Disney makes you go, oh, this shouldn't make sense, but it's fun to think that I could just go into space and hang out.
On a pirate ship, yeah. Sunbathed by a star real close, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't have to worry about wearing bulky suits all the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when he came out, like, the Doctor, when he came out first in that giant suit that was ridiculous, you were thinking something like that, kind of. Yeah. Yeah,
but they don't have to worry about that. Which is fun, makes for a great kid story, and kind of the limitations that would impose if they were like, we need to explain the rules of, well, in this space, on this ship, there's another field around it that lets us not worry about suits.
That, or we have special implants that just allow us.
But they're just like, whatever, accept this shit.
Yep.
Let's see. I will say, there was a pre-planned sequel to say, like, I wanted a Morph spinoff. There was all this stuff, but they scrapped it. It was already in the works to be done, but the movie then bombed and they had to scrap it immediately.
Yep, it was William Dafoe.
Yes, as Dr. Ironbeard.
Yeah, Ironbeard. Not Doctor, just Ironbeard.
Did I say Doctor?
Yeah.
Mr. Ironbeard.
Yes.
Yeah, and I forgot that, I mean, even in 2002, it coincided with the release of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, wow.
So that's also really bad timing, guys.
Yep.
And so it lost Disney around $74 million. And so that's why I didn't quite get that little sequel. Just a little interjection there in the middle of nowhere. Which brings us to plot point 3, the reverse Stockholm Syndrome and an escape. Do you know what Stockholm Syndrome is?
Yeah, when you get kidnapped by someone and they start to... Yeah.
But this is like a reverse.
It is, yeah.
So Silver is supposed to be keeping an eye on Jim. That's good for... We do know Silver is the pirate that burned down the house.
Yep.
Everything. He is the one chasing him. Got on the crew. But he starts to bond with Jim.
Yep.
And treat him like he would a real father, teaching him things, respecting like his want to go do other things and see the world, and seeing potential greatness in Jim.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
He's, trying to keep it on the quiet of the whole crew. We'll take over the ship when we get a chance. You got the one real bad guy who's
Scroops.
Yeah.
Mr. Scroop.
The design on him is great. You're like, he's a fuck.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a spider legs with claws of like a crab or whatever. And
Imagine if they made this into a live action.
Yeah.
Mr. Scroop would be terrifying.
He would be.
Because, even in this fun animation style, you're like, that guy sucks.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%.
He's a spider.
It's gnarly
dude.
looking. Yeah.
He's a bright red with like fangs and
yes,
his beady yellow eyes. Yeah.
But yeah, you have pretty much Silver showing him, like, you have a nice montage here of everything going on with Jim.
If this is him bonding with Silver. Yeah, they're becoming part of the ship.
Song on the background.
The Goo Goo Dolls.
Yep.
Well, it's the Goo Goo Dolls is John Resnick, so the lead singer did this. Not once, but 2 songs for this fucking movie.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to hear I'm Still Here in the middle of fucking Treasure Planet. It almost seems out of place, but that's because of how popular Goo Goo Dolls became and stuff. I don't know, it just seems weirdly in the middle of the movie.
Right.
It is, I mean, the song does fit. It's very fantastical. The way, I guess, it talks about the story, it's almost like, again, it was written kind of for this plot here. But to have it twice, to finish the movie with Always Know Where You Are, is like, I was like, Jesus Christ, I recognize these songs somehow in this movie.
But yeah, you're pretty much getting Jim and seeing his father leave him.
Yes.
For whatever fucking reason, just being an asshole father.
I thought the father would come back into play, because typically these stories would do that. The father's, not even in the proposed sequel does he even show up.
He was just that asshole of a father that never came back.
Yeah, there's that one, the one where they really like layer it down of like Silver is kind of a good guy, and Jim is bonding with him, is that they show the father, walking away, and Jim's chasing him as a kid, and the guy never looks back and just leaves. But then it parallels where Silver's about to take one of the little like lifeboats, and he comes back and gets Jim to go with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have this whole thing, great monologue, and then afterwards it has Silver with his quote, which I think just really stuck with me.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Now you listen to me, James Hawkins. You got the markings of greatness in you, but you got to take the helm and chart your own course. Stick to it no matter the squalls. And when the time comes, you get the chance to really test the cut of your sails and show what you're made of. Well, I'm hope there to catch some of the light coming off of you that day. And I feel like that quote just really stuck with me in that entire movie, because it's like he's very selfless in that act of, I want you to succeed, and I just want to be there to just, get some of that light off of you.
No, that is really cool. Like, he doesn't need to be the star. He just wants to see somebody else succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the best thing you can ask for, I guess, a role model or a motivational kind of person in your life, somebody you aspire to be,
right?
Teach you and stuff. Yeah. Wow, man, what's your quote going to be for the end?
I know, right?
So there's a few escapes that happen during this plot point. First, there's the star escape. A star's about to go supernova.
Yep.
So they're like, hey, bring all the sails down. We need to get the fuck out of here. Like, we need to do whatever. And then it turns into a black hole.
Yeah, this is where Jim kind of gets his first big responsibility of tying everyone down, making sure they're safe.
Yes.
And he does a good job.
Securing all the lifelines, as they call it.
Yes. He gets everyone. But one of the fucks decided to cut the rope.
Mr. Scroop.
Yep.
The evil Mr. Scroop actually kills Mr. Arrow.
Yeah.
Mr. Arrow's floating out there into the black hole, and then he just cuts it. You just watch Mr. Arrow just disappear into nothingness.
Yep, exactly. Like
what a terrifying.
That's it. He's
reality.
done in the story. He didn't even come back at all. Like, you think, sometimes people say black holes are just a portal to another place. And you're thinking like, oh, maybe that would come into play. Nope, not one bit.
And again, he's not mentioned in the sequel plot either, so Arrow's just dead.
Yep.
It's fucking dark. But it is a really cool scene, even for the animation style, where it does go, the black hole doesn't, it like explodes them out, so like they have to go into it, and it goes black for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're back out. It's really cool where, I don't know, even though the crew is all evil pirates, they listen to Amelia immediately. Like, anything she says, they're like, yes, we'll fucking do everything because you're smart and you're going to save our lives.
Yeah.
Because even fucking Silver, for being their captain, doesn't seem to have any real skills that he shows off.
No.
He teaches Jim some stuff, but you don't really see him commanding anything.
No, exactly. You don't see why he's maybe such a great pirate that he's feared in that sense.
Yeah. But it's also, you get to see, this is where Doppler wins the heart of Amelia. It shows how smart he is, because he's talking about when the different wave is going to kick them out of the black hole, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But I love how Doppler always fucks up his words, kind of like I've been doing this whole goddamn episode, but not in a fun way.
So you've been doing it on purpose. All right,
this was all for this moment. So he says, like, I have a lot to offer anatomically. And you're like, oh, shit. But he's like, no, anatomically, astronomically. And it's like, there you go. Okay, great. But he always, like, because he calls, I think, Jim a felon at first, where Jim kind of hears him talking about after he gets in trouble with the law. He says, well, he's a felon. Oh, no, a fine fellow. Like, he keeps fucking up, but I love the wordplay that they do all of that. But yeah, so Jimbo, as Silver calls him, does get the whole crew to look at him. He's like, oh, Mr. Scroop's like, one lifeline wasn't secured. It's like, fuck you, Scroop. Mm-hmm. You little bastard.
Well, like, the fact that he went through, he cut it and then untied it before anyone noticed.
I was expecting just to see a rope hanging there. I was like, but I guess that would have given away that he didn't actually lose the lifeline. But then you have an actual escape. And so they finally reach Treasure Planet. Mm-hmm. It exists, blah, blah, blah. Jim is chasing Morph. They hide in a barrel. He hears the crew planning the mutiny. The gig is up. Now he does know Silver is the evil cyborg. Yes. And the crew is just a bunch of fucks.
Yep. And from there, when they're all down there planning their mutiny, Jim's in the barrel. They say, land ho. Everyone goes upstairs.
Yes.
Jim kind of comes out of the barrel slowly. And then from there, Silver comes back downstairs. Yep. And I like this because it wasn't like I'm just going to write this off. He's like, you were down here. This is the one-way path.
Yes.
He puts it together rather than just
he
pushing it
immediately
aside.
pulls out a gun from his cyborg. I'm like, dude's like ready to execute some Jim
Right?
stuff. After all this bonding, he's like
yeah.
about to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But Jim stabs his ass instead.
Yep, stabs his leg,
Yeah.
and the mutiny starts a little early for him.
Yeah, there's a whole shootout.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like that Doppler, again, is actually really good with a gun, even though he doesn't think he is. Because she's like, he shoots something, and she's like, did you mean to? He's like, actually, I did. Like,
That
really?
line was great because you think, he just accidentally shot the brace or whatever for the ship. But he was like, no, actually, I did do that.
I didn't mean to shoot that. It's like, oh shit, Doppler's good. This guy, he's a hidden gem, guys.
Yep.
He's the real treasure we found along the way. Plot point 4, Ben and Flint and the loot of 1,000 worlds.
Yes.
So I do say one slight backtrack. For a scene, we see Morph really like eyeing the treasure map on the ship. And it's because this is, and I said we kind of teased the other escape, where he does the shootout. They do get into one of the lifeboats and leave. But before that, Morph is like looking at the map and he keeps turning, like, you're like, oh, Morph's going to turn into this fucking map. This is too much on the nose of Morph being like, I like that ball. And what is the one thing I do in this movie? So before Jim and them jump in the lifeline, Morph turns into the ball. And then he reaches into like a pile of ropes, grabs what he thinks is the map, and jumps down to Treasure Planet.
Exactly. And Silver at that point is like, he's got the map.
Yep.
He doesn't think anything else besides that.
Which again, it's like, come on, Silver.
Yeah.
You know Morph exists.
So yeah, they crash onto the Earth, or whatever, the planet, not the Earth.
Treasure Planet. Yeah.
And from there, Amelia gets hurt. So she's hobbling around, not her full self. They have to go find a defensive area, like a good point to defend themselves against all the pirates. And this is where you kind of get introduced to Ben.
Yeah, which is Martin Short, which is they introduced one of the main characters 55 minutes into this fucking movie. When it happened, I went,
oh yeah,
you're kidding me, there's a robot character. I was like, we are so far into this. Are you serious? But Ben, which stands for Bioelectric Navigator, is such a good character. And again, kudos, I mean, it's credit to Martin Short. His delivery, and I'm sure the animators had a hell of a time like combining the two.
Oh yeah, the lines he delivers, the way he portrays the voice, his a lot energy. Of the times, it fits 100% with a short-circuiting robot that's mind is not 100% there.
Right, he's missing his like memory circuit board at the back of his head. It's just all these little wires floating around. So he keeps, I don't know, just his lines. I just
for me, I always, when I watched this movie for the first time, I was like, the sphere goes in the back of his head, right? It's very spherical shaped. I was thinking that the entire time.
Interesting. I didn't even think about that.
But did not pay off that way.
Wow.
That's why I can't be a treasure hunter.
If I find a robot, the ball goes in the robot.
What are you doing, Nate? It's supposed to fit. Square goes in the square hole.
That's what she said. Let's see. So Ben does take him back to his like home where they can defend, and then they're immediately like attacked by the crew outside. But Ben's like, all right, I think we need to, I'll just go out the back door. And he's like, wait, a back door? And like, of course, Ben just doesn't understand like the whole situation, right?
Yes.
But it is really cool because he opens up this hatch and it's just the whole interior of the planet. Like, that's cool. I would actually, Nate, listen to me here. I want to actually see a prequel.
No.
I want a prequel.
Wow.
Because I want to see these people creating Treasure Planet. What a feat.
Like Captain Flint creating it and...
Yes.
Okay.
I want to see the construction of this
how he gets
planet.
Away from stealing all the treasures, all that.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that would be fun.
That'd be good. There's your live action.
Yeah, sure. So they're sneaking out and they go to where the pirates are. They open the hatch and it's right in front of the sleeping pirates. And Ben, super loud as fuck, says, so what's the plan? And I went, no one woke up from that? Like, no one stirred. And I was like, that's crazy. He was so loud, even I was shocked at home.
Yeah.
But anyway, they take their lifeboat and they go back up to the ship.
Yep. So from there, Ben's objective at the point is to disable the guns.
Yep.
All the cannons and make sure they can't fire on them.
Yeah.
And Jim is going to get the orb that was, sure enough, right in the pile of rope.
Yeah. And he's confronted by if this was an Aliens movie sequel, this is Mr. Scroop hanging from the ceiling in the dark. It's all flashing red.
Oh, yeah.
It's a total horror movie for, I don't know, about 30 seconds. But.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's definitely a moment of him just chasing them through the entire ship.
Yeah.
They end up on top of the crow's nest.
Yep.
And they start battling out. Jim's hanging on by just the rope. So he goes to cut the rope just like he did with the co-captain. But Jim outsmarts him, gets him on the ropes, and cuts him off into space. And the gravitational pull pulls him away because Ben unplugged it during his disabling of the cannons.
He kept like turning off lights and he didn't know what he was doing. He's just fucking doing everything.
Yep.
But yeah. So yeah, it was great. So now it's poetic justice because now he floats off into space like he did to Mr. Arrow. And he's like screaming. I was like, yeah, he knows what's going on.
Right?
Now.
Except for, is it worse or better?
Oh, it's better because he could just find another planet or somebody on a passing ship on their little convertible.
Yeah, compared to going into a black hole.
Pick him up. Yeah, we don't know where Mr. Arrow went. We know Scroop could just be floating around.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine for a while, depending on how much he ate that morning.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we get back to Silver. We get back to the planet, and Silver has them as hostages. So he got inside the...
See, maybe they did wake up from Ben, but they just, didn't do anything about it that moment.
Oh, maybe. He just really played it off really well.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think that happened, but it could be. So then they make a deal. Hey, you need me because I can only access the map. Mm-hmm. Again, nobody else can fucking figure it out. So I can open it, show you where the treasure is, but you can't hurt them. You have to take us with you, etc. Yep. So everybody goes and follows this big green map. Something like a video game where
it's a waypoint.
Dead Space, yeah, where it shows you like the line goes out and it's like, oh, I need to run down this hallway.
Yeah.
But
very, very great map to have.
Yes. Great map. So they reach the end of the line, and it's just like a big chasm, and they're like, well, what the fuck? But they find a little map-shaped hole, and it's not the back of a robot's head.
Nope, it's on the ground, and it looks exactly where you'd put the sphere.
Yes. It's basically, so what happens basically is Stargate.
Yes.
If you've ever seen that, it's like a doorway between dimensions. It just opens up a big portal, so they put in there, and you see, and it's like, that's how Flint was able to go, oh, he just jumped to Earth, stole all their shit, jumped back through the door, was right back at Treasure Planet.
Yep.
Opened up another door to another planet, jumped in there. It's really cool. I love that concept.
Oh, yeah. And they finally find where the treasure's at through the portal.
Yep.
They go in.
The center of Treasure Planet.
Yep. And sure enough, there's a laser booby-trapped.
Yes.
A very simple one. Yeah, it really was. And it's surprising that they didn't even notice it.
None of them.
They just walked in the shock and awe of all the treasure.
What if they had? That was Flint's only booby trap?
I guess.
Hopefully walk into this tiny laser?
Right.
Anything else would have worked. The biometrics alone would have been like, there's random people here.
Yeah.
If any human walks into my fucking establishment.
Yeah. But I like the way the treasure was set up. It was almost like this whole machine, the way it was firing on like neurons or whatever of going through the hole.
Yes.
Where the beams would fire through the center of a hole where it's not hitting the actual core of the treasure. And then the booby trap is obviously what offset that to where they wouldn't fire in those holes precisely.
Yeah. Well, this is a treasure trove, as I say, and it looks like freaking Smog.
Yes.
He would orgasm immediately seeing this trove. This puts everybody to shame. It's, again, a loot of 1,000 worlds or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it feels like McDuck.
Yeah.
When he just jumps into his vault. Like, it's just beautiful. And again, it's that classic look where you do get in Goonies where it's gold coins and it's the green and red emeralds and things. It's just like, that's the treasure you want to find.
Yes. 100%.
You don't want the suitcase of $100 bills. Who gives a shit? No. I want that treasure.
Yep.
But, so then so the booby trap goes off and starts melting and just all this, dude, all the treasure. So much treasure.
Oh, yeah. It's just gone.
Destroyed.
Once again, like greedy people, they don't want the treasure for anyone else, just themselves.
Yeah. Which gets revealed because Ben, and then go do find Captain Flint.
Who's pretty much just skeleton sitting on his ship, where inside of his hand was the circuit board that Ben was missing.
Yeah.
They plug it in, and Ben was like, oh, that's why I was missing, because I needed to warn people about the booby trap.
Yeah. That's
it.
Like, of course, yeah. But it's too late at this point, so his plot was just to hang out and be a friend. And so then, the planet is getting destroyed. Everybody's running off to different ships, getting out of there. Jim sees one particular ship floating there. It's got a ton of treasure on it. Mm-hmm. So they jump onto that one, and then Silver's on there, and it's a whole battle. The ship's about to get destroyed by a laser at the same time that Jim falls out of it, and he's hanging on the side of this chasm to nowhere. And then it becomes a real Sophie's choice. Silver's holding on to one side of the ship and can see Jim and is like, do I grab Jim or do I save the ship and all this treasure?
And he goes and saves Jim. He's got a heart.
He does have a heart. Jimbo. He's got a little heart. But he's like, I do like when he gets out, he's like, oh my gosh, you saved me all that treasure. And Silver goes, well, just a lifelong obsession, Jim. I'll get over it. It's like, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That much treasure, and that's his entire goal of life.
That was his entire goal in life, because earlier on in the movie, he was talking about chasing a dream and how he's given up on things, and that's where it kind of shows of why he lost his arm and his leg because of chasing that dream.
Yeah, he says you have to give up some things, you sacrifice some things. It's like, that's pretty dark.
Right?
But I don't have a ton of sympathy for Silver because he's made out to be, in this story, he's a great guy. He's kind of a father figure. he burned down an entire bed and breakfast. He probably would have killed people had they been there. How many people has he murdered?
Oh, yeah, 100%. He's definitely killed a lot of people.
Innocent people.
The turtle pirate?
He did, yeah. Billy Bones could have been just a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. But anyway, they all get together. They get the map out of the gateway. They get back to the RLS Legacy, but it starts to break down. It's been injured or just something. I can't remember how it got injured, just all the chaos of getting out of there. And so they can't clear the planet's explosion. And so Jimbo, being a smarty pants, and a classic inventor, where it was one of those things where they can just build things when they see it. And,
MacGyver the shit out of it real quick.
This thing. He creates a makeshift surfboard from broken engine pieces. It's like
it's not even. I don't think it's broken engine. I think it's like a cannon.
Oh, was it just a cannon?
Yeah, because he has to
metal
on like the skateboard, whatever. He had to keep firing it off with his leg.
Oh, that's true.
The boosters, and then finally got jammed to where he had to grind it up against the side of a wall for it to ignite.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically the plan is I need to fly. Since they can't make it out of the planet, well, we have a doorway that can take us back to the spaceport. So I'm going to fly to the key, open the door to the spaceport, and then everyone can just go through there. So it's kind of like nick of time thing. Mm-hmm. But Nate, unfortunately, Jim doesn't make it back in time.
No.
He falls into that lava pit. The RLS Legacy explodes. The movie ends on a book page saying that Flint's treasure and those that went searching for it were lost to space and time. We see Sarah, the mom, close the book, detailing the story, and we fade to black.
Oh, is that so?
So it's pretty dark for a Disney movie, but it's a lesson learned.
All right, well, with that, what do we do now?
Oh, wait, what actually happens?
So yeah, he sure enough makes it out.
Nick of time, yeah.
Yep, get the portal changed to the different door. Is one of the ones they mentioned before.
Well, it's the spaceport. Yeah, to get back to that.
And from there, it's pretty much Silver's taking one of the life buoys and going his separate way. And
because he doesn't want to get arrested for countless war crimes.
Yes.
Yeah. But he leaves Morph with Jimbo.
Yep. He's like, hey, Morph, I got a task for you. Take care of Jimbo for you.
Yeah.
And gives Jim money to rebuild the restaurant or whatever.
He did pocket some of that treasure.
Yeah.
Which of course you would, dude. If I had pockets, everything's going in there.
Yeah. Life lessons from any like pirate movie or anything like that. Always pocket some treasure.
Yeah, that's what Goonies had as well.
Yeah, because that shit's got booby traps. It's going to go away somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, always pocket treasure. That's if you take anything from this podcast and all the episodes we've done, pocket treasure when you find it, and then turn in the rest.
As long as it's treasure, not like someone's house. You're like, hey, someone said that's treasure, and just pocket it.
Oh, every time I come here, I just take one more knickknack out of Nate's room. He just doesn't know. It's slowly getting smaller.
We keep getting more space.
That had to have been an empty shelf, right? No. But yeah, the mom gets a big house because of that, where Ben works. Doppler and Amelia have buried and unburied his treasure at least 4 times because he has 4 children within a year's time.
Well, I guess in one of the trivia facts it said that it was planned to show like the male is the species that gave birth.
Oh, really?
But they were like, it's maybe a little much for a kid's movie.
That is a little much to explain in the random treasure planet. Yeah. Do we need to know which one of them gives birth? Wow.
Yeah.
But then Jim shows up and he's dressed in the Royal Interstellar Academy garb. Mm-hmm. Which is where sequel 2 is supposed to happen, is where he meets a lady named Kate Bishop. Interesting. In the academy.
Yep.
And then they get into trouble, and Amelia is a teacher there, and then a whole nother Ironbeard comes, and it's a whole thing, blah, blah, blah. But we'll never get that.
Nope. Maybe. Yeah, it's hard to say. Sequels.
Some voice actors are now gone, though, for this, too. They have to recast. And
that's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
But on that sad note, anyways, so overall?
I enjoyed it. It's a good movie. It's well paced. It's a good kids movie when you look at it.
Yeah, I understand now why it has become a cult classic, because I'm not alone in having, again, missed it the first time around. But you watch and go, oh, that was actually, again, really funny parts.
Yeah.
And it has that backstory of Silver, who is a complicated character. He's probably one of the most complicated.
Oh, yeah.
While Mr. Scroop is like just pure evil. Mm-hmm. Silver starts out as evil. Then it's like, oh, he's actually just kind of like conflicted about what he's been doing and wants to help this kid.
He's just been going over his goal. Like that was his goal, where he probably gave up so much, and Jim kind of helped him relearn life, I guess.
Yeah, because he's Jim's father, basically. Jim's father did
100%.
Stop chasing that dream, or didn't stop chasing that dream and left Jim. Maybe Jim turns into be the same type of father he had if he didn't go on this adventure.
Right.
So,
okay. Yeah. With that, Todd, what are we doing next week?
Next week. I've been waiting a long time for this one. This is one Nate hasn't seen, but It is my, I don't know if I should preload this with this expectation, but my favorite movie of all time, it is number one on my list consistently. It is 2001's, just a year before this came out. Vanilla Sky,
All right.
starring Tom Cruise.
Nice.
And this is
I'm
much
looking
different
forward
than
to
Treasure
it.
Planet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. Well, what do you recommend for the people?
Oh, you know what? I did finish Andor, Star Wars Andor on Disney Plus. Watch Andor.
Just started it, so.
Andor is solid as hell. It's the Star Wars show people have been waiting for a long time. It doesn't need lightsabers and shit. It just needs good character work.
All right.
And, oh man, you tell me yours. I had another one.
So mine, quick, just to get in the holiday season, watch the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Oh yeah.
It's nice because the one thing I enjoyed about it is they put in Christmas music, but not the classics. They put in new songs that they created for this. And I really enjoy that because how many fucking times do you remake Jingle Bells?
A lot.
Yeah. Fucking come out with new shit, people.
Yeah, I also saw a holiday special. It's fun. It is a total holiday special.
Yes.
It's exactly what you think you're going to get into. It's very cheesy at some parts, but then it's also really well done because, again, it is James Gunn and the whole crew is there.
Yes.
So, yeah, totally fun. And my other recommendation was, guys, go watch an animated movie. Give one a chance if you haven't watched one.
All right.
Go start with The Rescuers Down Under.
There you go. Or How to Train Your Dragon.
There you go.
All right. Cool.
Boom. Nate, can you hit that little button there for him and tell everybody where they can talk to us?
I can do that. I can do that with the wonderful sounds in the background. So you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if that's a thing still, right?
It is still hanging on.
Okay. I'm not very social.
It's getting more buggy and grimy and gross, but it is hanging on.
All right. So yeah, you can message us there or talk to us there. You can also rate us wherever you're listening, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, or whatever other platform, if they have a rating system.
Oh, sure.
Leave a comment if you can. That would be great.
Please and thank you.
Yes. Leave us the comment of our debate earlier.
What was it?
I don't remember.
I don't either, dude. What I knew, I was like, I'm going to reference it. No, I just won't say anything. Neil will remember it.
Nope, I totally forgot to.
This has been a truly monumental episode of the EDTIJO, guys.
Yes.
Usually, and I was thinking, 67 episodes in, it still feels like it's the very first day we sat down to record this.
Right?
Anyway, roll out that fucking theme here. This is a messy one, but enjoy the mess. You get like a good treasure, there's some gems. Just, a little diamond in the rough. There's some just hidden out there.
Wow. Magical from what Todd's saying.
I didn't even land that metaphor. All right, finish us out of here, Nate.
All right. So my quote is, dang it, Jim. I'm an astronomer, not a doctor. I mean, I'm a doctor, but I'm not that kind of doctor. I have a doctorate. It's not the same thing. You can't help people with a doctorate. You just sit there and you're useless.
Shade to the doctors. Well, the doctorates.
Yes.
Yeah, and guys, it's not Treasure Planet. It's fucking Candyland.
All right. What's so important that's on your phone?
Yes.
Think about what you're saying. Yeah, the red light's on.
Trust me,
You're
I
about
look
to
through the
be like,
light.
no, don't worry. But it's stuff you're going to
Check
share.
I'm talking to, or my OnlyFans account. Where am I at? How much money have I made this week? Yeah.
Millions.
Well, I wish, dude. If I could make money on OnlyFans, you think I'd have a regular job?
Yeah, exactly. I'd be right there too.
Right?
Not with you, but
You heard it first. This is probably going in the bloopers, guys.